Peace fam, what's good? It's your boy God Science up in here with a new video, and this is a video that I wanted to do for a while. I actually did it like 3 times because I kept, fucking it up. Excuse my language. But this video is about the Honorable Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I've been seeing a lot of people in the so-called conscious community a little disrespectful to the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. Now, before I even get into it, let me say this: I am not a Muslim. All right. When I was a Christian, I think me and a lot of people have the same experience in that because the Nation of Islam was very prominent in black communities. Even in the 80s, I know in the 70s, it kind of died off a little, and then it got by Honorable Louis Farrakhan, brought back to life, and it was real dominant in the black community. It was an opposite from Christianity, so a lot of people who were Christians went into the Nation of Islam. All right, so I had a certain amount of respect for them. The first book that I ever read that had a real impact in my life and like woke me up, I would say it was a spiritual door that I went through, and here I am right now, and I started at that point, and that book was Message to the Black Man by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I personally always have a certain amount of respect for that man because I seen his intentions of what he was trying to do. I seen the people that he created that didn't have any fear, that totally transformed people's lives. I've seen people that stopped doing drugs, eating better, being a better father, a better husband, a better, father, just a better man, human being to society. Just very disciplined. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that built in a lot of people that went into the Nation of Islam. But me personally, from the Nation of Islam, for that book I read, I went into the Nation of Gods and Earths. All right. And then I traveled through there. And now I'm here. But it's just my point of saying all this is my starting point. So I always have respect for Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Louis Farrakhan, I have learned a lot from watching him. All right. And I personally I think he has a good spirit. He just wants to, I think he fights for injustice to any human being, period. Not only blacks, any human being that's facing injustice, this man stands up for them. So I think it's a certain amount of respect you have to have for this man. Now, in the conscious community, there's a lot of people that scream, oh, he sold out because he added Scientology. All right. That he went to L. Ron Hubbard, which is the creator of Scientology church. Okay. Now, with that, I always felt that his intention was to help. His intention was trying to do something to help because, yes, slavery was horrible. We all know this. And trauma. Trauma for 400 years and more with Jim Crow laws and things like that. That will affect the human mind. All right. This is not being people to feel sorry for. That will affect the human mind. We got to admit that. All right. So I think he was trying to implement something to help. All right. OK, that's a whole different video. All right. Now, the other side of it, I've heard Muslims that don't follow the Honorable Louis Farrakhan because they said he's changing the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. No, with that, that's all right. They have an argument there. I do think that certain things that Louis Farrakhan teach, yes, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't say. But at the same time, I look at it as he evolved. Like all of us, we all learn, like just what I was just saying, I was in a Nation of Gods and Earths. I still hold certain things that I'll always take that bettered my life with me. But I don't ascribe to that ideology anymore because I grew. You know what I'm saying? And that's not putting them down or anything like that. I just grew. I just saw things different. And I think that's what happened with Louis Farrakhan. He's a human being. You know what I'm saying? But the disrespect that, like for instance, I was watching a video. It was a debate. It's a big debate that on YouTube, a lot of views with Young Pharaoh and Lucas King, and he said that, Lucas King brought up Farrakhan, and Pharaoh said, well, we don't respect Farrakhan, or not his actual words, but he was saying we don't subscribe to Louis Farrakhan in the conscious in the black community or whatever. And I totally disagree with that. Now, I might not agree with every freaking move the man makes, all right, but I'm not going to disrespect him. He's earned that certain respect. I mean, he put his life on the line. He put his family life on the line every time he stands up and speaks truth to people that don't want this truth to come out, because they're benefiting from people being deaf, dumb, and blind, to sort of say. So he does deserve a certain respect for that. Now, people have criticized, oh, you have whites in the Nation of Islam now, and it's like, all right, now if you have a white person that's trying to live a righteous life, that wants to practice righteousness, I don't see anything wrong with that. Isn't it better for them to join something like the Nation of Islam than a KKK or a rally or some shit, if they're trying to live righteously? You see what I'm saying? Maybe what they learn, they can teach their fellow people that look like them and change their behavior. That's how I look at it. Now, people will say, oh, they sold out for money and all this. Look, I don't know about all that shit. A lot of people criticize him about Chicago, and he's in Chicago, and is, what's going on in Chicago is not fucking normal. We all know this. We all don't know the solution to it. But, how if I can't put all that responsibility on Farrakhan, because what if people just don't want to freaking listen? You see what I'm saying? What if people just don't want to listen? What about Oprah Winfrey? All right, she's a millionaire. Oprah Winfrey, I said it the wrong way, my bad. But she's a millionaire, close to a billionaire, right? She made a lot of money in Chicago, but I don't see anybody calling her out, or why she not building shit in the community. She's building shit in Africa. Like, that's not going to do no good for people in Chicago and things like that. Why is she not building shit? But they focus on Louis Farrakhan. He has to, and I don't agree with that, putting it all on him. Now, you might, if you want to bring an argument, he could do more. All right, you argue he could do more. But just putting it all on him, come on, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? The brother has a beautiful heart, man. I have seen, and I think one of the reasons why, people, black people see some whites embracing the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, and because of that, they say, oh, he's sold out. But the man has such a beautiful heart. He's so peaceful. He just wants peace among humanity, period. How can you not be drawn to that? And like, all right, I've heard a lot. I've heard Alex Jones say he doesn't agree with his ideology or everything, but he has to admit that certain things that this man stands up against, it's on point. So he has to, you know what I'm saying? Now, one of the biggest reasons I think people don't like, people turn away from the Nation of Islam and Honorable Louis Farrakhan, is because of Malcolm X. Okay, a lot of people believe, first let me say this, a lot of people believe that Elijah Muhammad killed Malcolm X. I do not believe that Elijah Muhammad sent that order out. Never. I never believed it. What I think that happened, from everything I've known, is that Elijah Muhammad said, leave that brother. That man was a very wise man. And to react the way to go kill Malcolm X is totally against what Elijah Muhammad stood for. He would say something like, leave that brother, because he know that brother's he's gonna finally come to his, he's gonna learn. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard that Malcolm X actually tried to mend things with him. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's some of the things I heard. Now, Honorable Louis Farrakhan did come out and he said he was responsible for creating that atmosphere because he was attacking his teacher. I understood that. You know what I'm saying? But as far as him being ones to place that order and hire people to do it, hell no. We can't forget the U.S. government in that. What I think happened was people around him, certain Muslims around him, that could be bought or talked to by the government, and wanted to show, I guess, their allegiance to Elijah Muhammad or something like that, went out and did that to Malcolm. And of course, they use that. They use that to deter people away from Elijah Muhammad or Dharma Lewis Farrakhan. Period. That's what I think will happen. So I think there should be more respect in just around the black community. We can all argue and about, is he doing enough? He's not doing enough. Like I said, man, I look at him from a different perspective. I look at him, he's been doing this for years, standing for injustice for years. So I think we just have to show him certain respect. We don't have to agree with everything he does. I don't agree with everything he does. I don't agree with the ideology. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I gotta respect the man for standing up for what he believes and putting his life in danger to stand up for what he believes. I think it's just something that you gotta respect. So, what you guys think? Do you think Honorable Louis Farrakhan gets enough respect in the community? Do you think he doesn't? Why? Leave your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. I very appreciate it. It's growing real soon. This is a new channel, so I'm trying to figure out the direction of where to go. But it's just a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and this was one of them. So, y'all check it out, man. Leave your comments and like or dislike, whatever you got. All right, y'all stay safe out there and blessed. Peace.